Well, hello guys, and welcome to a vlog. It's the first one I've done in a long time. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I've done so. So hello everybody, welcome back to another one of these. This week was actually pretty amazing. Um, so um, well, I'm on vacation right now. I'm actually at the house. I thought I was going to be going down the Cape, but I took a couple of days to kind of regenerate, renew. I'm going back Tuesday, so I've been taking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. Normally I have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, and Saturday and Sunday off. I used to have Sunday, Monday off, but now it's just Saturday, Sunday, so I can work the week, which is more advantageous to me, so I could have the weekend off. But I decided to take Friday through Monday off, to just take a breather. And 'cause I thought it was going down the gate, but I didn't. But I'm up here still. So work was pretty good. Oh, by the way, I registered. I registered for the Doug Flutie 5K. Anybody here in the Massachusetts area, the 5K is going to be taking place in Natick. Natick High this year. So I just registered for that today. So that's going to be happening in October. So a couple big things happened. So this week, my sister-in-law Caitlin, or my brother's wife, came up with one of her cousins with my nephew Brixton, and on Monday my mother and my aunt and my uncle got to see their nephew, or the newest nephew, or their newest nephew. So their newest nephew or great nephew or whatever. My mother and my nephew Brixton got to meet his grandmother, my mom, and then his great grandmother, because it's the only last living grandparent on my mom's side, and it's the last of my grandparents. So she got to meet. So my great grandmother got to meet her nephew, one of her nephews, one of her great nephews. He got to meet his great grandmother. Couldn't hold him though, because my grandmother is suffering from it's either she suffers from forgetfulness. I'm not going to say Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, which she's just suffering from forgetfulness. Very severe, by the way, at 94 years old. So she got to meet her, well, not her nephew, she got to meet her grandson, her great-grandson, second generation grandson. And Brixton will probably be the only grandchild of / nephew from our generation, my brother's generation, to meet my great grandmother. And my cousin Julia's kid, she'll probably be around to meet Julia's kid. So two Dominic Cucci / Camo line nephews, grandkids are gonna be able to see their great grandma. And then we jump back to Wednesday, where I had to take like half an hour. I took my lunch break. I decided to skip out on my lunch break because I'm in retail. I don't really care. And plus, I told them I'm taking a long phone call, And that chair right there, I get to hold my nephew Brixton. Best moment of my life. I'll just tell you, I have a photo of me smiling. You're although I had to make sure, although although I had to smile, although my my sister-in-law Caitlin made sure I smiled because and I wanted to smile. I was wanted to smile. Inside, I was obviously smiling. I got to hold the little guy for about 6 minutes before he started squirming in my hands, and you know how little kids are when they meet new people. He was wiggling in my hand, so I had to give him back to Caitlin, his mom, obviously, because she knew how to calm him down, uh, and stuff like that. Awesome moment, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moment for that. Very proud, very proud uncle right here. So yeah, I got to meet and hold my little nephew Brixton, and he was tiny. He's a tiny little guy, but you know he'll since he's a Camo, he'll since he's a Camo, he'll grow to become big and strong. So, like most Camos are. So it was a proud moment. I loved it. I may put the photos. I may put the photos at the end of the video, and stuff like that. So not the photos at the end of the video because I've got iMovie to do so. But yeah, it was an awesome occasion, and plus I got to go back to work on Wednesday, kick ass, of course, and I did till Thursday, and then I obviously took my day off yesterday. Couple of things I just want to tell you guys. Couple of things. I had to reorganize my drawer yesterday because it was a huge mess, and I'm in this mode of reorganizing things because I had to clean my room a couple of days ago. Well, it was kind of necessary because kind of had to clean my room because, well, I was in the mood to because my sister-in-law Caitlin was coming over. So yeah. So all my stuff is in drawers now, is in folders now, and stuff like that. That's the Pass 8, and that's the thing I use to do the to put my badge for Fan Expo, which I will probably be doing next year, and I definitely will. Dressing up maybe as the first Dr. Tom Baker, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to discuss it with my cousin when I see her next. My cousin Kristen, who I had an amazing time with at the Fan Expo. Oh, I didn't tell you guys about that, did I? So I went to Fan Expo I went to Fan Expo on August 9th. I didn't do the whole weekend. You could spend a couple of days there and stuff like that, but I generally think to do it on a Saturday since bulk of the stuff and the vendors are there, and as you would guess, it's overpriced, everything. Like if you wanted to buy a hat or something, it's like it was like $30 or something like that, and whatnot. I did get butterbeer fudge for about $17 for 2 pound, for about half a pound, which is like 2 little slivers. Actually pretty good. Tastes like butterscotch, but with a little sweet, but very sweet though. So, and I got to get I got to get photos with R2D2. I get to get photos and video with R2D2. I even paid $20, my own money. 1 second. Paid $20, and I got to sit in the DeLorean for 9 photos for $20. Are you freaking kidding me? And most of what was hilarious was I found that a better value than all the celebrities there, because you had to pay like $60, I think it was like $60 to $100 for a photo opportunity for either a voice actor or an actress, and they already make their millions. So yeah, I'd rather a real movie star, real two. So I got videos, so I got photos, plus I got a photo/video with two movie stars, two mechanical movie stars, R2D2, and the DeLorean from Back to the Future. So that was interesting. So that was interesting stuff, and I think those guys who did the yard are gone. So yeah, that was it was a very cool weekend. I will go back next year. I may dress up next year, as I said, as Tom Baker, Doctor Who. I have to put my costume together. I may not start this year. I'm probably going to start early next year, maybe next spring, about with that. So that'll be interesting, to say the least. So yeah, it was very fun. You could go around. What I did smart as I did this is I walked around and I just browsed. Like, you want to browse. You just don't want to. You want to keep your hand out of your wallet, your credit card in its slot. Nothing you want to hand out. You don't, if you pay for something, you flip out paper money. So I ended up getting a thing of fudge, and I ended up getting a ramen soda, which was less. I would have gotten like a Luffy hat or something, like Luffy from One Piece, but I decided not to because it was probably going to be like $50. And they had artists there that you could buy art that they'd done. I'm always a big proprietor of art. It's great stuff. It's fun, but I'm looking at some of the prices. You could buy autographed stuff, autographed memorabilia. Steph Nadolny had a signed thing for Goku as Mini Goku, which was about $80, and I'm like, no, it's a lot of money for a piece of cardboard. I don't even get to meet the person at $80. If I met them, but if I met Steph Nadolny, because she was basically Gohan, and Goku as a kid, and Gohan as a kid, plus Goku when he shrunk back down into a kid in GT, and when he was shrunk back down to a kid in Dragon Ball Daima. So I would have loved to meet Steph Nadolny because she was practically a voice actress from my childhood, who did a lot of stuff, along with Rachel Lillis, who has, Lord rest her soul, has passed away, and also Keith, I think it's Carthart or Keith Hart or whatever. He played James, and he played James, and he also voiced Professor Oak, the second voice of Professor Oak, and the second voice of James in Pokemon. When Eric Stewart stopped voicing him, So, you could also go and buy video games. Like, you can buy some games for like $5-6, but it's ones I already have, and I can probably buy them cheaper at Best Buy, or not Best Buy, but I can probably buy them cheaper at a hobby shop or something that's near close to me, and probably could buy the consoles. Like, they had Nintendo DS's and stuff like that. And it was all overpriced. So it was more of a look and watch. They had Funko Pop dolls. They had swords for props. So if you want to do a Rurouni Kenshin cosplay, or a Chrono Trigger, or a Chrono from Chrono Trigger cosplay, or if you wanted to do the samurai from Yuri Kurosawa's films, you could do that. Anything you want, any ninja any ninja cosplay, you know, anything like that. Plus they had wigs, they had Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they had comics that you could buy for $1 to $5, figurines that were a little overpriced. You could probably get them for less online, probably on Amazon for $20 to $30 less. You get manga, which was overpriced. There was a 3-in-1 for Dragon Ball, and I have I have 2 3-in-1s upstairs. I have volumes 1 through 6, and 2 3 for 1. So I have 1, 2, 3 in one volume, and 4, 5, and 6 in the other volume. $22. How much did I pay? $22. If you wanted two of those 1 through 3, 4, 5, 6 at the convention, I would have paid upwards of $44 for that. At Newbury Comics in Boston, right off Boston Common, and near the State House, near Newbury Street, I think I only paid like $15 for. I think I only paid like $15 for both. So I paid $30. So I paid like $30 for 2 of them. So I basically saved. So when I bought those back in like 2018, 2019, I think I saved about. I'm pretty sure I saved about $14 to $15 buying them at the Newbury Comics place, rather than wasting about $1 gazillion rather than wasting 44 to, plus the tax would have plus they would have put on tax and stuff like that. It probably would have been like, those would have cost me about, with the tax and everything in Boston, probably would have cost me about $25 a book. That's about $50. So I think I saved about, the ones I paid for in Boston were $15. They're probably $16. So I probably paid, I don't know, I probably paid $32. That's a lot less than $50 that I would have paid at the con. So watch the pricing at these places. It's pretty cool, but watch the pricing. So, you know, and you got to take photos with celebrities if there was one that fit your fancy. And they had people like Catherine Tate, Doctor Who, Giancarlo Esposito, Far Cry 5, Troy Baker, Far Cry 5, the new Indiana Jones, and a bunch of other ones. You guys probably can list them down in the comments who else he's voiced. They had Mark Riol, they had John Riley Davies, they had Jason Isaacs, Lucius Malfoy, Colonel Tavington, and a bunch of other people that Jason Isaacs, John Riley Davies, Gimli, Sawa. He's also played General Pushkin in the James Bond movies, plus. There was some really good names, good video game names. There was good video game names and stuff like that out there. There was going to be Orlando Bloom, but he decided to skip because he was kind of a tight schedule with the conventions he was at. And so, yeah, it was a decent experience. So the last 2 weeks or so have been really cool. That's the reason why I really haven't had time to really record. Plus, you know, me working, wife. We cleaned the house for my sister-in-law's visit. So, and then up to my room, which got overhauled after we had to. My mother and I came up with a plan, and we decided to clean the room a little bit because it was starting to get a little cluttered. And, you know, I have to minimize the bottles. I can't keep that one thing. By the way, this thing is freaking amazing. I love it. I love it to high hell. So, playing some good games on that. You guys are probably wondering when I will probably be uploading video game videos ever again. I will at some point. I just had to back off because, you know, I just feel that the content has to be very little. So who knows, maybe I'll do a little GTA tonight. So, GTA tonight, and I upload, and plus I've been playing Mafia: The Old Country a little bit. I started playing that on Friday. Friday morning when it dropped on the 8th. So I've had the game for about 2 weeks. I've gotten to chapter 2 in the game. I'm taking it slow because this game is so utterly beautiful. I might upload footage for it soon, maybe of some of the earlier missions, and I will reboot my capture card and I'll get more footage for you guys. Non-commentary, obviously, because I can't really figure out how to get my mic to run. So, until I do. So yeah. And I think the first NASCAR race for the Cup, before the Cup playoffs, not the Stanley Cup playoffs, the NASCAR Cup playoffs, the Cup car playoffs, are gonna kick off, not this weekend, but next weekend. They're at, they're going to be starting at Darlington for the night race, and then tonight they're going to be obviously doing the Coke Zero 400 to determine who gets in and how the points get started for the ultimate chase for the Cup. So, alrighty. So I might include photos of certain things I've done. I may or may not. I will do them in another video. So, kind of bittersweet as we wind down the summer slowly. So, it'll be an interesting next couple of weeks. We got the final week of August coming up. So, I'll talk to you guys then. And then obviously my birthday's on September 5th. So, and my mother's birthday's on September 2nd. So I have to think about that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it took me so long to get a vlog shot, but you know, I kind of wanted to wait a little bit and then shoot another one. So, hi, hello, and good day. Peace out. I will see you guys later. Do not go away. More content is coming. I may upload GTA tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow. So, don't go away. I will check with you guys again. Peace and have a good one, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed me yakking for 23 minutes. Pretty good. All right, guys. Peace.